Hello, my crafty friends. Um, I'm starting at 6 again today. And so I just realized I probably ought to go into Facebook and let people know that I'm starting at 6 if I can find it. Oh, dear. See if I can find the stream so I can put a link in. There we go. All right. Let's go ahead and run over to Tanya's group and put it in there. I can't see you if you're here. I'm glad you're here, but I can't see you at the moment because my screen is posting on Facebook. So let's see. That's not where I want to be. Okay. I'm back. Woo! I come back and everybody's here. Hi, Mindy, Joan, Beth, Nashwa, Mina, Linda, Janet, Teresa. It's good to see you all. I guess I didn't need to go tell anybody. Hi, Candy. I'm glad y'all are all here. Um, I was afraid there would be some people who might get upset if I started early and I didn't tell anybody. Um, of course, I miss you. Oh, everybody make a goofy face. Okay. Oh, y'all are fun. I'm glad you're here. Hi, Susie. How are you doing? Hi, Anna. I'm glad you're here. Hi, Violet. The first thing I'm going to do is get this book ready for our book carving. And so I want to show you this real quick. And then, oh, hold on just a second. What you need, hon?
Did you start already?
Yeah, I said I was going to start at 6.
What time is it?
It's 6:02.
Oh, I'm just gonna show you my
Let me see.
tuna salad chocolate.
Ooh, look at there. It's a tuna salad truffle. Yeah, now he's making me hungry. Hi, Cheryl. I'm glad you're here. Oh, goodness. Well, I'm glad that I'm showing just stuff and not my face if I'm on a 50-inch screen. Hi, Kendra. Hi, Ruth. Yeah, that's a keto sandwich. He makes the chaffles with it's a egg and cheese and something mixture like we make pizza crust with, and uses that for his bread. So it's pretty good. We had them with guacamole last night. It was really good. But anyway, it is good. He makes them with this little bitty, cute little tiny waffle maker. So they're perfect sandwich size. The first thing I'm going to do is get this book ready. This is a book I got at a thrift store, and the back of it, the binding here, this was torn up really bad. It was hardly staying together. And I remembered in those, no, he doesn't use cauliflower. He uses almond flour and egg and mozzarella cheese and some seasonings. The cauliflower is just too much trouble. This other's way easier. So, anyway, oh, thanks, Janet. I found this book and I think it'll be a fun one, but because it had such a bad cover, I decided that in the Pinterest board, there's some where one of the guys in one of the videos, you see him working on a book that he's done like this. And then he just varnishes it in this position and starts carving from the top. And that's what I'm going to do with this book. but I just thought I'd show you kind of what's in here. And I think it will be a really fun book to use because it's got so many. And of course, we'll be doing pictures on this side. There's a lot of really great stuff in the back of the book, like the back half of the book. I may wish that I had started in the middle or something, done half on one side and half on the other side or something. But anyway, what I'm going to do, I thought I wanted this to be my central image, but I don't want to have to deal with going around all of these antenna and everything over and over and over again. I decided that's just too much trouble. So, Teresa, I'll try to remember to get him to write them down. And then he makes one too with cream cheese that is Lab Accident is Annabeth, just in case you haven't met her yet. I forgot what I was going to say. Oh, I didn't want to do that, so I decided to come over to this page and let this be my front page and keep one or two of these images and then work my way down, which means I'm going to need to trim right here and glue this down so that I can start with this page instead of starting with this page. So, hi, Holly. I'm glad you're here. How are you guys doing? How's your hubby and your boys? I hope they're doing good. All right, I need a cutting board thing. I know I've got one somewhere. No. Oh, I just messed up some really cool pictures that I could use. I better set those somewhere else so that I won't mess them up anymore. Okay, I'm going to put this in there, and then I'm going to lay this down. And I'm just going to use my X-Acto knife, and I'm going to follow. This is where I took off the flyleaf page. So I'm just going to follow that line. And, oops, I'm not doing a very good job of it. One thing that I have learned about this process is that you have to be willing to be patient. If you're in a big hurry, this probably is not the project for you. Probably not the project for you. And that one I can go down a little bit because it's not that big of a deal. Okay. Now there's some fun pictures. I'll, save them and use them on something. Now this I want to glue down because I don't want it doing this. Mike needs prayers. Okay. Well, I'm going to pray for him, Holly, but since I don't know the specifics, I'm not going to worry about specifics. God knows the specifics. Heavenly Father, we want to lift up Mike right now. And Lord, we pray that you will hold him in your hand and that you will grant him the healing that he needs, and that you will bless his heart and his spirit and his mind as he's going through the things he's going through, Lord, that you will help him to rest in you and to have peace. And I pray that you will bless Holly with peace too, because I know it's hard when the man you love is hurting and things are hard on him. It's hard on you. And I pray that you will bless them both and their children, Lord, that they will all have your peace and can have the faith to know that you're taking care of Mike. In Jesus' name, amen. Okay, I'm going to glue this to this, and then I'm going to glue this whole thing down to this. Oh my goodness. Your oldest son goes in Thursday for a find out operation. Oh, to find out an operation date. Okay, let us know, because when he's having that operation, we want to be praying. Because we want to pray for his doctors, and I really believe in praying for the doctors, that they'll have wisdom and steady hands and all of that while they're doing surgery on on people. I truly believe in that. Okay, now I'm going to have to kind of just let this sit a minute. Now, I think the guy's name that I've watched, doing books in this configuration, I think his name's Brian. I'm not sure. I may have gotten the wrong guy's name, but anyway, he said that he paints the sides with a varnish so that they will stay together while he works. And I got kind of a glimpse of his bottle, and it looked to me like it was a Liquitex bottle, but I know he said it was a matte varnish. And at Hobby Lobby, all I could find in Liquitex, was a glossy varnish. And so I decided the pages in this book are kind of glossy already. So I decided it would be probably okay to use a glossy varnish, and I already have one. So I decided to use what I've got instead of buying something else. And this is the Ceramicoat Delta Creative Gloss Exterior Interior Varnish. This is the one that Dee Dee uses on her reverse collage pages, and that's what I bought it for. I haven't used much of it because I'm not as happy with my reverse collage pages as I would like to be, so I haven't done very many. Anyway, I'm going to use this, and I'm going to go ahead and glue this down, and then I'm going to set my really heavy where is it? My button jar. I'm gonna put it aside and set my button jar on top of it to hold everything in place. So, okay, Holly, that's fine. So, I need to really quickly find a place, because as soon as I get this done, I want to put it in that spot where I can leave it alone. And I should have done that before we got started here, but I didn't, because I didn't. That's why I didn't do it, because I didn't do it. Okay, just give me a minute. Talk amongst yourselves while I look and try to find a place that won't get stepped on or have something fall on it or whatever. Okay. That might work if I can put something flat on top of it. So here's a puzzle box that'll work. Oh, I have to show you all this cool puzzle I got at the thrift store. I don't know if it's all here or not, because when you buy puzzles, sometimes even brand new from the store, you don't know if they're all there. But I love the cool stop sign shaped box. I don't know if it says when it's from 1966. It's a 1966 Milton Bradley puzzle. Anyway, I'm going to use this to put my book on. But I figured I could use the puzzle pieces in art, even if I can't use the puzzles. So, okay, that's not working right. Let's put a couple of those over there. Okay, I think that's going to work. So, sorry about that. Kim. I missed Kim. Hi, Linda. Gotta go back and find Kim. Hi, Kim. I'm glad you're here. Well, Kim, you need to watch Dee Dee Willingham. She is the queen of reverse collage. Beth Schuler's done quite a bit of reverse collage on her channel too. She did worked through a book with some other people, and they did it, you know, live on live streams. So you might want to look at Beth's back live streams too. But Dee Dee is the one who started the whole thing, and she's a little intimidating because she's so good, not because she's an intimidating person. She's a wonderful, sweet person, but her work is amazing. So that alone makes it a little bit intimidating. Yes, Southpaw is Kim. And I had her name written down from somewhere, but I'm trying to remember if she wasn't in my live stream before I met her in somebody else's live stream. Okay, now when I did, I don't know if I told y'all this, but I glued this together like this, and it was very easy to do because the binding was already broken. So it lays like it wants to be this way anyway. So I'm hoping that will make the varnishing job hold well. And I don't know, you know, how many coats of varnish you need. I don't know. You know, he wasn't specific because he was just explaining his process. He wasn't trying to teach. And one thing I noticed the second time I watched his video is that as he's carving, when he gets something exactly the way he likes it, he goes ahead and varnishes it. And I hadn't picked up on that the first time through. So I'm still trying to learn how to do this. And we're going to work on it together. We're going to learn it together starting next week, next Tuesday, actually, on Tanya's channel. We're going to start doing altered books. Now yours, it does not, in the video where I talked about this, I tried to make it very clear that there are lots of ways to do this process. And there are lots of different styles of book carving that you can do. And this is just one of them. One of the books Tanya's going to do is basically torn pages and added in pictures from another book. And it's going to be really cool. I haven't decided if I'm going to do one like that too. I haven't decided what my second book is going to be. And Tanya, I think, unless she's changed her mind, she is going to work on one book and then work on another book. And I'm going to work on them back and forth at the same time. So no, I'm not making a shadow box. We're carving and leaving pictures behind from different places in the book. I don't know how to explain it better than that, Beth. If you'll go watch the video, though, you'll understand because they explain it really well in those videos. In my prep video, I have links to a bunch of other videos where people who are truly artists at this are talk about it, and they talk about how they do it. They talk about why they do it. And they're really good videos, and none of them are real long, so they're easy to watch, but they're very inspiring. And I'm hoping that they will inspire some of you to play along. I'll show you a couple of pictures of the ones that made me, from the first ones I ever saw. I saw at an art museum here in town. They had an exhibit, and some of this guy's work, one of the guys that are in those videos, one of the, I think his name's James. I'm not sure. The younger guy, I think it's his books that were in this art show. Okay. I'm going to come back to this edge and do one more coat just because I've got some on here. So, and this way I can Hopefully it'll really hold. Okay. Now let me find, I do have a jar somewhere. There it is. Okay. And I got it on my arm. Okay, let me take this book and set it over here and put my buttons on top of it. Hold it still. And then I'll show you those pictures. Okay. That should work. Now I have to find those pictures. I have too much stuff sitting around. Well, well, where did they go? Oh, here they are. Okay, these are this book. These pictures I saw are pictures I took on my phone at the art museum. And this one, when I saw it, I had just bought this book at a thrift store. And so I decided right then I was going to do that to this book, but I was kind of scared. So it's just set around, and now I can't find the book, which is frustrating. So that's why I'm using that book. And then I've still got to find another one if I can't find this one. And this is another book. And you can see that they start at the top and they're just like excavating is one of the things he calls it, excavating. And you just going down a layer, and then you see something you like and you leave it and go down a layer behind it. And this is the same way. You're just pulling out things from behind. And then this is a completely different kind of book. This is an anatomy book that they just carved until they knew where the eyes were. And so they carved down to make the eyes. So they're making sort of a skeleton type shape out of this book, but they're just using colors. They're just carving down to get colors and shapes they want. They're not revealing pictures in the book except for the eyes. Whereas these are revealing pictures that are already in the book and showing where they are actually in the book. So, this is kind of what I'm wanting to do. I do want to do that one book where, oh dear, I just saw something. Sorry, just a minute. Okay. That may not have been the right thing to do because it's pushing down on one spot more than other spots. I may have to just let it lay there without something setting on it. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. Because I looked over there and where the buttons were sitting in the middle and these corners were kind of trying to do this. I don't want that. So, okay, sew together like 10 layers of fabric and cut away to reveal a design. That would be fun. That would be real fun. Peruvians are famous for that kind of art. Well, cool. That would be fun. The next book that I do, well, I don't know if I've got, where's my little sample book that I did? Oh, y'all, this room has got, I've got to just stop doing art and clean, but I don't want to. So where did I put that book? Because I glued it all together. And then I was going to show you what it looked like all glued together. My first little practice try at this. Well, I'm sorry. I don't know where it is. Hopefully I can find it before we start this. But I have seen people use books. Let me just get one to show you as an example. Okay. And what they do is they start, like they cut a hole in the cover, and then they take the first page and they look and see what's going to show, and they cut out everything they don't want to show. And then they go to the next one or the next one, and they find till they find a picture they want to leave part of it in. Say if we wanted to leave in like this tree, then you would cut out everything except a border so that your book will stay sturdy. You cut out all the stuff in the middle till you get to this page, and then you cut out everything except the tree. And then you decide what you want to show next. And I don't know what it would be in this one, but let's see if we can find. Okay, maybe you wanted to have one of these girls behind the tree, and so you would remember where this is, and then you would cut out pieces down to that one. And you do it by opening and shutting the book and sticking a piece of cardboard in or something and working on the pages between where you want to be and where you are. And so your book is not glued together until you get finished. And then you glue the book together. And on that one, I glued it together, but all I did was glue the outside edges. So the pages are not glued together, just the edges. That way, the edges stay put while I can cut down in here. Does that make sense? So you're just gluing, in that book, I just glued the edges. And in the other one I do, and I'm not sure which one it's going to be, I won't glue anything until I get finished. Or I may glue as I go, like I did on the that children's book that it's in the house. I'm gluing it as I go. But that dictionary over there, I'm just gluing the pages together so they'll stay put, and then I'm gonna, but it doesn't, they're just glued together on the edge. I'm sorry. Mola. Okay. Thank you, Mina. But I'm just gluing on that one, I'm gluing the edges together and then carving. On this one, I'm going to carve and then I'll glue the edges together. The one that I've got in the house that I'm working on, I'm gluing it together as I cut it to make it easier to manipulate the pages as I'm moving them back and forth. And so, do y'all want me to go get that one and bring it and show you where I'm at right now so you can see what I'm talking about there? If you want me to, I will. But I do talk about it some in that prep video. And then you can watch, when you watch those other videos, they actually, you can see people doing it. Okay, I will go get it. I'll be right back. Okay, whoops. I just took the front cover off of this one because I didn't want to cut out in the middle of it, because It, let's see if I can find it so you can see why I didn't like the idea of just cutting in the middle of it. I kept it because, you know, book boards are good things to have. Okay. Well, wherever I cut, it would just leave a little bit of something that wouldn't necessarily go with what's inside. And this one was messed up too. It was torn up, but you can see this was the inside. And so I just cut out all of this part that was in here. And this is what I kept from that page. And then I went down and I found, see, I had to go down quite a few pages till I got to the elephant. Hi, Barb. It's good to see you. I'm glad you're here. And then after I got to the elephant, then I cut around him until I got to this train. And then, so I had this much, and then I cut around the train till I got to this piece. Now I'm doing this one, you know, it's obviously not going to be very detailed because I'm almost through. I'm not sure what I'm doing next. I just got this far, got the fireman in there. But the elephant's feet have been cut out all the way down to here because till I decide where I want to get. The ones that you do like with a dictionary, let me find a, well, this one might show that. These are bigger pictures, but no, it's not going to show. Let me just grab a dictionary and show you. Where is it? I just got a new dictionary. Maybe I didn't bring it out here. Okay, we'll look at this one. When you have, you know, in a dictionary, now you could use some of these pictures for this one. And then you get to the dictionary and they just have little pictures. So you could just cut around little squares or rectangles. When you're doing this, you could make this one sort of shoe shaped, but probably something else would be in front of it, or you wouldn't use it because it's, well, you wouldn't use this one anyway because it's on the wrong side. But see, you would just cut out. So they don't have to be, you're not having to go around elephant feet. You know, I just chose an elephant. So I'm stuck going around elephant feet. But even that book that I'm going to use there, I'm probably not going to do things, you know, where I'm having to go down deep, detailed like that. Now, this one, you can see he just went around the words. And in this one, it did circles around the pictures. So he didn't try to do something detailed. So that makes it easier to not cut it off. Hopefully that helps. Anyway, this is what I've gotten so far on this one. I haven't glued these pages yet. I cut through them to get down this far because I thought maybe I wanted some of this, and I may still keep some of that, the flowers under his feet. That's what I was trying to find, was something to put under his feet. But I may end up going down to here and putting this under his feet. But that would just be one more layer. But so far I haven't seen anything else that I really want to do. Now, see, I could come way down here and there's lots of more stuff I could have done if I had made each of these something smaller, but they're big images. So can't go wrong with an elephant. That's right, Barb. So I'm not sure how much further I'm going to go. I do know these, I obviously have to cut it here because I don't want those people's, you know, half the people. That just looks ridiculous. But I could leave this right here, and that, you know, would make sense to be there until I find something else for over here. And if I did that, then what I would do is find my picture that where I want to go. Well, first I would glue these down, because that's what I've done here. I've glued it together as I went, so it stays put for me to do my carving. An elephant in a tree is not recommended. I agree. So I need to glue these pages to it so that it's sturdy. And then I need to look for what's right here, and that would look okay with these flowers. And once again, we have people, which would be fine, except some of their heads would be cut off. Now, I could use these children right here. Can you see that? The children right down here, because they're low enough down that that would work. So I could cut around to here and get rid of this for this many pages. And then I could cut here and leave these children and then fill in down here. Does that make sense? Yes, if you cut too deep, you glue it back together. That's right. So, hi, Tanya. And so that's what I'm probably going to do next. I'm going to put this right here. And I'm just going to cut out here. And luckily I don't have to do feet anymore, because I've got his feet done, which makes me happy, because I was making his legs skinnier and skinnier as I go. Yeah, I'm sorry. I came on early last week and I asked people what they thought about that. And everybody said either it was good or it was okay or they didn't care. And so I decided to come on early again this week. And it may be my new time. 6 o'clock may be my new time. I don't know. Yeah, and you don't have to use a cutting mat. You can stick a piece of cardboard under there. One of the guys, he just sticks a piece of cardboard under there. But I pushed too hard, and I was afraid I would really mess it up. And so, see, I can just do this. One thing I'm going to tell you right now is that you have to be willing to spend some money on blades, because you go through a lot of blades. They get dull really quick. And there's a place where it's sticking out. I don't know. You can't see it because it's white underneath it, but I'm going to go back and cut that off because it's sticking out. I don't want it sticking out. Okay. So now I've got, see, down to these flowers, and then I've got these children. And I could leave all of these children and this, but I think I'm going to take it down right here and just leave the children right here and the flowers over here until I come to something else that I want to take that bottom spot. The next thing that will work is this boat and water. It's not very exciting, but there's not anything else that low down till way, way down in the book. So that's probably where I'll go, is here. And then I may even take this off and have this show. Let's just do that. No, I'll wait till I get there. Anyway, we will be working on, I'll be working on this later, but I just wanted you to see that what you're doing is you're building a picture that's different from what was there. So this poor elephant's in quite a chaotic mess. Everything's, all these different modes of transportation around him. So this book is the Great Big Book of Bedtime Stories. And I admit I'm not doing it justice because there's so much of the book that I won't ever even get to. But I needed some practice, and this book was trying to fall apart and it was warped and everything, so I decided to use it. But no, I'm not either. This is just a practice book. I just varnished together, and I just noticed that it's trying to gap in certain places. So maybe I should put that back up there. I don't know what's best, to weight it down or not to weight it down. But Tanya, at the beginning, oh, bye-bye, Teresa. At the beginning, I varnished down the pages to one of the books I'm going to use, and I don't know what my other one is going to be, but I'm going to let it sit and let the varnish dry, and then I'll show you tomorrow what it is. Can you shadow box the part you do not use? Yeah, you probably could. I don't see why not. If you just leave enough, for the, like when you get down and you're done, just glue it like this much together and then put your shadow box back here. You could even just open it up and start another one, I guess, and then make it, and then do another one down here and make it like a 3-page book. I don't know. I probably won't. That's probably when I get this one done. That's probably as far as I'm going to go because, like I said, it was just practice. I was using a book that was trying to fall apart anyway, and just to practice. So, okay, I need my air conditioner on. Oh, goodness. But that's a good idea, Cheryl. I say go for it. Hi, Suzanne. Okay, I wanted to work in this book a little more. We got this far, and I need to see which I've got in here because, all right, I've already got this picture in here, but I wanted to just cut out part of this picture and put it in, and do, I don't know, some art behind it or something. I'm not sure. But I've got this this birdhouse, and this this fence, and I'm not sure how much of it I can leave. Let's see. I'm just going to cut away the part that I know I don't want, and then I'm going to decide after that. What book is that? Are you talking about this book, Tanya? Hi, Sherry. I don't know if I answered this question already or not. This is this book. The one I'm working on. Oh, this is my trip journal. This is my trip journal that I've been working on the last couple of weeks. And this is just something I'm going to put in it. Put you behind. Oh, I bet, Tanya. Yeah. Well, and you know, I was trying to decide what I wanted to do tonight, and I woke up about 4 o'clock this morning with a headache and feeling kind of weak and shaky. And so I didn't know what I wanted to do tonight. And I thought I was going to go right by that barbed wire fence. My plan was to go above it, but leave it in there. So I don't know. And my knife is dull because I've been carving on that book. Well, the dizziness is gone and the weakness and nausea is gone. I do still have the headache, but I've had way worse headaches than this and just kept going. That's what you do when you have a lot of headaches, and I used to have a lot of headaches. So I decided I'm just going to keep going. Now, if it was migraine level, that might be different, but it's not. Let's go ahead and... Well, I've only found one of mine. One of them was a book I thought I already had, and I knew what I was going to do. And I can't find that book now. So I don't know what my second book's going to be. But I do know I'm going to do two different ways. This one that I've varnished down, I want to do that way, and then the other one, I'm going to do it a page at a time, lifting them and everything. So, okay, I like that, but I feel like it needs something else behind it. Ooh, that looks kind of cool on that page. It kind of brings out the blue in the picture. So I may not want to put anything behind it. I could put a really big bird up on this post. Yes, use this page, the blue page. Yeah. Alrighty, thanks. See, I need y'all to tell me those things. Yes, a really big bird, Tanya says. Okay. I think I'm going to have to use this one because that one's sticking out too far. Or I may have to find a completely different one because I'm going to lose his tail. Of course, I could just cut off the tail at the edge of the page. But let's see if we can find another bird. Some of the things that I got, I got this book while I was on the trip at one of the thrift stores. And is it even in here? I can't get down past that huge old magazine. Oh, come on. Oh, no, it's not in here. Oh, goodness. My life story is, where is that book? Okay, here we go. This is the book I got on the trip. I also got these Birds and Blooms magazines for 10 cents a piece. So we might could use a bird from out of here. But I'm definitely going to do a page or two out of this book, this magazine, or one of these magazines, because looky there. They all want it, but the first one in line gets it. Okay. Okay, that doesn't make me any happier than these. So let's see if we can find another one that does. I sure hope so, but so far they're not saying anything about us getting any rain. I mean, we have like a 10% chance, which we've have about 80% of the time. We have a 10% chance that never turns into anything. Okay, that's a pretty bird. We could just put it on top there. Or we could do this one that's looking off of the other direction. Use the yellow bird on the cover, Ruth says. That one may be too big, Ruth. I don't know if he'd even fit on the page. Yeah, he won't even fit on the page. He's a pretty bird, though. I'll take him out, but I think he's too big to even fit on the page. Let's cut him out and see. Because, you know, I've been wrong before. Okay. Let's do a quick and dirty one here. Help us decide. But yeah, see, I can't even fit him on the page with it. Of course, I guess I could put him back there. But that looks kind of weird too. He barely fit on the page all by himself. I'm going to save him though, because we'll put him on another page. Let's see if I can find a. Okay, we could get an owl and put on there. Of course, those are not really big, but they set up straight, so they would. Oh, there's a big one. We could put him on there. What do y'all think about that? Do you think he's not colorful enough? Yeah, I came on early again, Barbara. All right, I'm going to take him out, and we will think about him. We'll look and see if there's something else that might compete with him, but most of the birds in here are not, you know, not really big. some woodpeckers. Yeah, I think, well, let's just use the owl. And we will put him on another page. And we'll put them on another page. One thing I really like about these books is there's not pictures on the back of any of the pages, so you don't have to worry about that. Uh-oh. Well, I'm glad your mom has power. And I'm glad that she feels safe enough to go home. My mom and stepdad just left to go to Kachara. So they're up there hanging out where we were hanging out a couple of weeks ago. So we stayed in Stonewall. They're staying in Levita, but they're probably going to go visit all the same places that we did. Did you finally find more gas? Tanya, did you finally find more gas? Or were you able to finally not worry about gas because you got your power back? Is that why you didn't have to go buy more gas? I'm trying to make this come close to matching that so that I can just put it on top. Oh, good. I feel like I should do something to the background. I feel like I need to do something to the background. Any ideas? I could just collage something behind it. I could put this behind it. No. Let's see. Just leave it like that, Ruth, you think? Well, I'm glad you were able to roll in and zip right out, Tanya. Hi, Nancy. I'm glad you're here. I could put a receipt behind them. This is already kind of a pale blue, which is one reason why I decided to put it on that page. I'm wondering if something like this behind the whole thing might be fun. What do y'all think? Let's see if you can see it without the glare. Okay. Well, I'm trying to think of what the sunset idea was. Ruth, you got me. You got me thinking. Okay, we'll be here, Tanya. Okay, I'm going to use this, and I'm going to trim it right here. And if I can see where that line is. Oh, the tea bag? I'll use the tea bag on another page. Hannah wanted to go to Hobby Lobby and get some more pins for her sewing project today. So while I was in there, I decided to go look at the clearance, and they had hi Mary, I'm glad you're here. They had some of those this one and this one clearanced for $1.47 or something like that. So I'm fixing up a junk journaling kit for a friend for her birthday. And you remember I told you I had a friend who brought me the flowers. I showed you all the flowers on my birthday. Anyway, I'm fixing a junk journaling kit for her, and so I got some of those to stick in it. They are not something you have to have, but they are nice. So I thought that was a good price, so I stuck them in there. Okay. But what made me think about that is that I'm going to need to round these corners. I got that out for a reason, and then I showed you and put it up. There we go. Okay. And now we're going to put this in front of it. But now I'm wondering if I need to, I'm wondering if I shouldn't just take this all the way to the ground and this to the ground. I don't know. I don't know. Okay, we're going to do that. And then I'm going to go down to this wire at least. I think I'm going to tear this one down. Okay. I think that looks better. Still kind of an odd thing, but maybe we can put something else down here to make it not look quite so odd. I'm going to need to use some shading behind it or something. Because it looks kind of odd right over the top of that. You could put the birdhouse minus the grass further back. Well, I can't now. Sorry, I hate the delay, because y'all give me good ideas and it's already too late. Hi, Tanya. It's good to see you. Oh. All right. I do think I need to put something else right here. Would go in front of this. So I got to come up with something to go in front of that. Let's see. I wish that was a smaller bear. I could put a bear in front of it. They've seen bears at the place where we stayed. We didn't see any bears, but we noticed other people mentioning seeing bears. Let's see. Birds and blooms, birds and blooms. No. Okay, we'll put those on the other pages, but I don't think I want them there. No, I like the Scotch Create just fine. I just have the one that the one that I'm using. I've got all these that I started and I want to get rid of them. And so I'm using them up. And the Scotch Create that I've opened and started using is in the house by my recliner. So I like it just fine. I don't know if it's actually, you know, if I like it quite as good as my Elmer's Extreme, but it's better than these. I like it better than these, but I like these better than most glue sticks I've found, except for the Elmer's Extreme and the Scotch Create. So it's all a matter of amounts, I guess, or perspective or something. That might be something that we could put in front of it. Or we could use that idea and build our own layers, like some boulders or something. Okay, let's see. I thought I might see some shapes in here I could cut out that might look more organic than me just cutting them out. I don't know that that's true, but we're going to try it. That's what I'm thinking. I might draw them on this, but I'm trying to give myself something to start with. Okay, before I glue that down, we're going to draw them and see if we can make them look decent. Thanks, Janet. Okay. So, colored pencils, maybe. Don't want blue. Or green or orchid. I'm looking for browns here. There's some gold. I think I like it better than that one. Did I really not put any more browns in here than that? Just one? Well, we can use that one. It's Can you see I'm stalling because I'm a little afraid of how to do these boulders? Okay, maybe that's too many. I'll just let that be some cracks in the boulders, maybe. Oh, that's okay, Tanya. I like it too, except I don't like this. So I thought I would draw some boulders to stick down here. So that's what we're trying to do. Don't know what I think about them, but and the whole thing's definitely not going to go on there. So I need a picture because I'm not good at this stuff. Hi, Susan. I'm glad you're here. Okay, I want to give them different, you know, so that the rocks are not all the same color. And then once again, that I'm probably not even going to use that one. Okay, let's get it about the height we want, and then okay, let's kind of like the crack idea. Okay. That's weird, Susan. I don't know why it didn't want to let you put those emojis in. That doesn't even make sense. Okay. Well, I do need it to kind of go straight down though, because of this. Okay. They don't allow excess emojis. Yeah, but she just used 3. I wouldn't think 3 was excessive. Okay, I feel like I need to maybe make this one darker. Except for maybe some highlight there. Or the word SUB. That's right. I don't know if I can even say sub or subscribe. I say it all the time, though. I tell you to go subscribe to each other because I want you to enjoy each other's work, and I tell you to subscribe to people that I like. So I'm not going to be afraid to say it. If they demonetize me, I'll just argue with them about it. Okay, I think I'm going to say that's okay. I'm sure somebody else could make rocks that look better, but that's what we're going to do. That's what we're going to do. Yeah, it's weird. It's like they are afraid you're going to actually enable people by, they tell you on the one hand to ask people to subscribe, and then they don't want you talking about subscribing in the chat. So yeah, I don't know. It's weird. Okay, we're gonna call that good. Although I was gonna do some shading, wasn't I? Oh, I had a Stabilo pencil somewhere. And I had a charcoal pencil somewhere. And I don't see either one of them. I wonder if they're in here. Oh, let's see. Well, there's a charcoal pencil. I can't find any of my Stabilo pencils. I don't know where they are. I had a black one, a brown one, and a green one. And I love all of them, and I can't find any of them. So that's frustrating. The charcoal doesn't really want to work on this magazine. I probably should have put matte medium over it, or I mean Mod Podge stuff or something to make the charcoal work. But I haven't ever had it rub off like this before, so I wasn't prepared for that. That really is. She's rubbing right off. Okay. That's not the thing to use. Okay. I'm just going to outline it here with the pen. Don't do that very often, but we're going to do it today because that will at least stick. And I want the bird to kind of stand out. I don't know if that helps or not. I don't know if it helps or not. I do want to do some more collages with some more of those flowers tonight in this book as well. Because eventually I want to get them all in there. Okay, I think it does help some. Yeah, that would be an early appointment for me too, Susan. I'm not really into the get up early stuff. I do it when I have to, but I don't really enjoy it. Okay. And over here, here's a receipt for some wire and some charms I bought. It's too white. It's too white. Let's ink it or something. I think I'm going to ink it with this color. It looks appropriately rusty, doesn't it? That is Orange Blossom. And I'm going to put at least one of these flowers on there. I don't know if I'm going to use them both or not, but I'm going to go ahead and kind of tear them both out, and then I can decide. Sometimes this tears nicely and sometimes it doesn't. You want it to tear, but you don't want it to tear so easily that it just rips and messes up. So I should not complain. Okay. Those of you who didn't hear me say this, I Mod Podged these onto freezer paper with the white part out of a napkin. So that gives them some sturdiness, but I don't think you would necessarily need to use the napkin. I think it might work fine without it, because there are some places in the glue where there wasn't napkin, and it still came up along with the napkin, but they're sturdier with the napkin, and that may help the flowers to stick down. The napkin might. So um, it would definitely be an experiment to do it without the napkin. An experiment that I haven't done yet. So okay, now where's my tea bag? Okay, here we go. So we got a receipt and some tea bag. And I don't know, I think I'm going to take this off here. I don't know yet if that was a good plan, but I'm going to do it. Maybe I don't want them both on there. Maybe that's the problem. I can't decide. I think that's too much. So I'll have to put this on another page. And what else can I put in there? Give it something besides just, oh, there's some more flowers. Good grief. There's another flower. Let's see, maybe we want to add in some of this. Yeah, maybe not. Maybe not. Okay. I've got this. That's the 2-ounce bottle. And I ordered it with a tip. And it ends up where the glue costs about $6 and the tip costs about $6 when you order that. And then I buy a refill bottle. The refill bottle, the first one cost me $20. The last one cost me about $27 because Amazon is up their prices during COVID. But I don't know what it costs now. A lot of things I've noticed came down a little bit, so it might be cheaper now. But so this one ended up costing about $13, and this one was 20 something. This is 16 ounces. This is 2 ounces. But I like this size bottle to work with. It works nice in my hand, and my hand doesn't get tired squeezing it. So I like working with this bottle, but it's definitely cheaper to buy it in this big bottle. Okay, I may not use the pink on this page because I want to see that it was wire and charms that I bought. So I may put this on a different page and just put this like that. Where we might. No, I think I like that. Let's see, we might add this one. Yeah, this one, the one that we buy is the one that says designer dries clear. They do have one that dries white. They have more than just this, so you want to be careful. But this is the one that says designer dries clear. Permanent water-based, non-toxic, dries acid-free. I almost bought the one that was didn't dry clear, and I happened to just notice it because it looks a lot the same. And they do not ship it in the winter, so I mean, I got mine shipped in the winter, but they won't ship it below 32 degrees. So depending on where you live, you might not can get it in the winter. Maybe I just want that one. Too many choices, see? Okay, maybe we want to do this. I've seen that Barely Glue, but I haven't ever tried it. So if you get it, tell us about it. I don't know. Yeah, I think so too, Tanya. I think that I decided because of the flour, I wanted to go ahead and have some tea bag on there. I had originally decided not to put it on there because I didn't want it to cover up this, but I think that works over there. I'm trying to decide if I need a little bit more. I have another little piece of tea bag. Where did it go? Hi, Norma. I'm glad you're here. That's a name we don't have on our list, Tanya. You probably know her just like I do, so we don't think about putting it on there. But Branson Limo is Norma, and I know she's not on my list. I just remember her from many moons. Okay, I think I'm going to do that. I think the extra little, our list of people whose names are not reflected in their YouTube names. So I can know what to call you besides Branson Limo. That list. I knew you before I started making a list, so. Okay, let's do this. We're going to start with this one. Thank you, Nashua. So, all right. Thanks, Holly. I may need to try that out. I like to try out glues, but yeah, I think it needs to go kind of crookedy like that. Kind of crookedy like that. Having trouble getting glue out. Okay. Now, one thing that when I'm gluing these down, because you can see through them, I really like the way the art glitter glue works on these. Now, I haven't tried anything else. I'm sure other glues would work just fine. But when I do this with it and then press on it, it pushes the glue out flat. And then when it dries, you can't even see it. So it doesn't dry like that and leave streaky things, which I think is really cool. You just kind of press it down really good and the glue flattens out, and it then it disappears when it dries. Okay. Now then I think I'm gonna take that same, no, I'm gonna use the sepia around the edge of the page. And I'm gonna go ahead and edge this one too. And that's not glued down right there. Okay. Okay. Hi, Sharon. I got your sweet package. I don't know if you saw my my video, but thank you so much. I'm going to show you the page I made in my book before, just in case you haven't seen the video. I say that, and then there it is. I was going to say, then I can't find my book. Okay, where is it? There we go. That background just went perfect with that. And I can still use the cards for something else because I used the box for this. So yay! It sticks very fast, comes out tiny, and dries clear. That's right, Tanya. That's a bunch of reasons why we like the art glitter glue. Yeah, there's lots of reasons. It is expensive, and but one thing I'm still trying to learn is I don't need to use near as much as I think I need to use, and I still use way more than I need to. And so it would definitely last a lot longer if I would get that in my head. But I'm still struggling with remembering that it doesn't take as much as I give it sometimes. So okay. Now then, what else did I want to put in there tonight? Oh, where's that big bird? We were going to put the big bird in there. We'll make a page for him. He came out of a Birds and Blooms magazine that I got on my trip, so he's journal fodder for this journal. Anything I got on my trip, I can use in here. So, and that includes the books and magazines and everything that I got on the trip, which I want to use some of those things in here because that way I remember that I got them on the trip, and otherwise they go sit in a pile over there and I won't remember where I got them. I mean, I'll remember I got them at a thrift store, but I might not remember this particular book came from the trip. This way I will know. This picture came out of one, at least, that came on the trip, that I got on the trip. So this guy's big enough. You can really see his feet. I'm going to, I think I'm going to leave him. At least for now. On this, whatever it is, vine or whatever he's on. Good grief, I'm sorry. I have to show y'all something I ordered. Excuse me. And I ordered these from Lollipalooza. And I don't remember whose channel I was on when I got a link for them. Sorry. But they are eyelets that have really wide bases. So I think they would be really fun on tags. Good grief, I'm so sorry. Let me get a cough drop. So maybe it'll help me not cough. It's terrible. We're all the way in Texas, and we should not complain about the haze and the smoke and stuff. But when you're used to living in Texas and you got redwood smoke from California coming in, it does bother your allergies. I even had a doctor warning us about it. I was like, seriously? That's what's causing my problems? And it may still be ragweed too, but I was shocked at how much it's affected me. And it's just, you can see the haze in the air. You can't see the blue sky. And we're in Texas. it just made me pray harder and feel even sorrier for all those people between here and there and the people in California and Colorado and Oregon and everywhere else where they're having fires. But anyway, I ordered these, and you can get these on Amazon, but they cost like $6.95 for a package on Amazon, and they were like $3.95 or something for a package on Lollapalooza. And so doing that, I could buy two and buy shipping cheaper than I could pay for one and shipping on Amazon, because I think the buyers that I mean sellers I found on Amazon didn't use Amazon Prime. But she also sent me a little bonus. So let me see if I can, maybe there's a y'all are probably going to want me to quit just so you don't have to listen to me. But her website is Lolly, Lolly, Palooza, PALOOZA.net. Lollapalooza.net. And that's where I ordered them from. And then she gave me these cute stickers and these little eyelets free. But I just thought those would be really cute on tags. So I just thought I would clue you into that. Good grief. Oh. Yes, that was that's where she gives the link to them, I think, on that channel. I mean on that video. Because that's what I was watching when I found them. Good grief. Oh goodness, this makes my head hurt. I may have to quit early if I can't get this to stop. Oh, thank you, Tanya. Yes, that was a cute idea too. She stuck them right here on the edge so that the little round, about, a third of it stuck out on the edge, and used it as tabs. That was a really cute idea. Okay. Oh, goodness gracious. So sorry. I'm going to have to do some kind of collage behind him. I can't just stick him on a page. Can't just stick him on a page. That pink needs to go in there somewhere because of his pink legs. Okay, let's see. Do we want a flower too? No. Maybe this one? I don't know. What do y'all think? Should I put the flower in there? Tanya says the yellow flower. So, see? Great minds. I hope these are the yellow ones you want, because they work better to me than the other ones. Although I do have these, but I still think this one works better. You like that one? Okay. All right. Well, I think I like that. I don't want to do too much or it'll get too busy. So I'm going to ink the edges of this. Thank you, Susan. And I don't know if I can ink this or not. It'll be an interesting thing to try. So let's try it. I don't know if this will. Oh, looky there. Oh, I need to do the bird too. Almost forgot about the bird. Oh, I wish somebody hadn't mentioned popcorn. That sounds really good. Okay, y'all. We're gonna be, if as long as Tanya has internet, hopefully, we're gonna be here tomorrow working on our stuff, that we've been working on. At 2:00. So, right, Tanya, on my channel. Oh. Okay. Need to ink the page. Yes, my channel. Okay. Mm. Oh, I'm sorry. One thing they said was that it's not the amount of smoke that we've got here, because we obviously don't have anything like most people. It's the fact that the things that are burning are things that are not native to our environment. And so being used to living here, we're not used to having to deal with those particular plants. Anyway, I found that very interesting. Oh, that would be kind of hard to remember, Tanya. I'm assuming that since you've got power, the septic system is able to do its job now. Boy, I got a lot of glue in that spot. Put tape on the handle. There you go. Something to remind you. Oh well, the bird will be over it, so it'll be all right. Okay. Hi, Jamie. It's good to see you. Ouch. That's kind of rough on your fingers. Alrighty. I'm going to go ahead and use art glitter glue for this too, because it's going over so many different types of stuff that I think it'll just be better. Going over those flowers is kind of difficult. Oh, Tanya, that's sad to have to watch your crepe myrtle tree fall. Or bush. I don't know if it's technically a bush. But okay. There's that one. Now then, I've got these flowers too that need to go in here somewhere. But I'm still, okay, see, I'm still on the very first signature. I have a whole nother signature. So we're probably just going to do collage out of the magazines and book I got and stuff in that signature. Yeah, I would call it a tree too, but I was trying to remember if technically it's supposed to be a bush or if it really is a tree. But it doesn't really matter. It's tree-ish for sure. Oh, here's some more. Some more. All right, let's see. um, oh, and here's some more. I did want to use the rest of this that I used on the page back here, right here. So I want to use the rest of it. And this might be a good place to do it because there's yellow in it, which will go with the bird. So I don't know if I want, I just did the flowers over here. I didn't use the base at all. So I don't know. I'll have to think about that. Right now, I'm just going to worry about getting this kind of a fussy tear. Did I fussy tear it or did I? Yeah, I did. Okay. We'll go around the vase just because it's where we are. Something this big is a little harder to fussy tear appropriately because it's hard to hold it in the right spot. I messed up right there, but it's going to have to be okay. Okay. The vase doesn't seem right in an outside collage, maybe. I agree. I agree. But I have to decide what else I will put there instead of it. If, well, first of all, I think I don't want it quite that wide because I want it to all fit on the page. So there we go. So even if there is some vase, of course, I know people who put vases of flowers on their front porch when they're going to eat outside or their back porch. So I guess it could be outside. I've got some of these napkins. You remember all the napkins I got? We'll have to do those somewhere else because they don't belong either. Okay, let's see. I was trying to think what else I could find to put on that page. I thought there was a butterfly in here that... Oh, there's a smaller bear. There's a smaller bear I could have used on that other page. Oh, well. We'll use him somewhere else. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and take him out so I'll remember. So I'll remember to use him somewhere else because a lot of people commented that when they stayed in the cabin we stayed in, they watched the bears play right out in front. So huh. Okay, must not have been this one where I saw the butterfly. There's a huge butterfly. That's not what we're wanting. That one's pretty huge too. That one's too big. There's a cute little yellow bird. It looks an awful lot like this one. Not exactly, his beak's different. He doesn't have the white, but he looks a lot like it. I wonder if we could put a hummingbird, maybe getting because we saw tons of hummingbirds. That was definitely something we saw a bunch of. So that would be appropriate. That's a cute little guy right there. Okay. I don't think these magazines are that old, but this paper sure is fragile. See, when they were it's just a year old, but it sure wants to tear when I'm trying to cut it. There was a small monarch in the wildlife magazine near the back on the left side. Well, we'll see how this goes. If we need a butterfly, we can add it in, but I'm kind of liking the hummingbird idea now. So we could just have him where he could be getting into that flower right there. I don't know if y'all can even see that. It's all glary. It's all glary. Hi, Deb. Well, that happened. It's okay. I'm trying to decide, do I want something else in there or not? Yep, just where you'd find a hummingbird. That's right. And he looks like he's going right in the right spot. But I think I do need to put this pot way down here in the corner. Because otherwise it's hanging in the middle of the air. This way it looks like it's, setting off the page. So we're going to do that. And of course I'm going to ink it. Hi, Deb. This is just a recording. Oh. I've had people comment, below the video of a live stream and say hello. And I wondered if they thought they were commenting, in the chat. And I don't know if that's true or not, but it always makes me kind of sad because if they are, they don't ever get a reply, until I reply to their thing, but not the way you would in chat. So I'm glad you got in here and said hello in the chat. I guess that's the point of that observation. Yeah. And these people may be new to YouTube too. That may be part of it. And I don't know if you can even do that while chat's on. I don't know. You may have to, you may not be able to comment until the video's not live anymore. I haven't ever tried. Oh, I need to hang up some clothes for 3 minutes or more too. They're still laying there on my bed to get hung up. But they'll still be there when I get through with this, I'm sure. So it's not like I'm going to lose my chance. Well, actually, they're not on the bed right at the moment. They're on a Rubbermaid tub beside the bed because I moved them off of the bed. But anyway, they'll still be there where they're at when I get through here. So. There we go. Ain't doing nothing else today but recline. That sounds good, Deb. That sounds good to me. Okay. Hello, Linda. We're happy to have you here tonight. I'm playing in a journal with things that I got while I was on a trip. Some of these are some flowers that I brought back that I Mod Podge so I can put them in the journal. Some of them are things out of magazines that I got at the magazines at thrift stores while I was there. And then there's some pictures from our trip and different stuff. So I'm just playing. Okay. Now this will be a pretty place to put some flowers. I think I'm gonna I don't know what kind of little fern this was, but I only got one little leaf. But I like it. have been tearing these, but decided to try cutting them and see what I think. And of course, then it's tearing on its own. I would be glad to repeat it. I took a piece of freezer paper and I put Mod Podge down. Well, it's my DIY Mod Podge where I use a third Mod Podge and 2/3 Elmer's Glue All. But I put the Mod Podge stuff down, and then I used the back part, you know, the white part of a napkin, and I Mod Podged that down. And then I put my flour on top of that and put Mod Podge over that. So there's like 3 layers of Mod Podge and 1 layer of napkin and 1 layer of flowers on this. And that's how I did them. And then I had to let them dry for like 24 hours or more. Do you need something?
I'm gonna run out to the car to get the water bottle I forgot.
Okay.
So I'm gonna check back in if I don't have the skin in.
Okay. If you don't check back in a minute, I'll come looking for you.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes, I am.
All right. She's running out to the car to get something. But she wants to make sure she'll be missed if somebody grabs her. Okay. Well, they better not grab her. Because I would know, because she would throw a fit. She would not go quietly. Okay. Thank you for checking back in.
The water's still warm.
Oh, good grief. I didn't think it got that hot today. The water in her water bottle is still warm.
It's cold now. Also, I want to tell you the door lights went off
Okay.
in short order.
Okay. And you did lock it, I'm assuming.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you, hon.
Yeah.
Okay. Printed napkin would be good. I just wanted these to show, just, you know, and I was afraid the printed napkin would hide them. But if you had just like a fern or a vines or big leaves or something, that would be fun. And you can do that just with the napkin. And Tanya, I think, has a video about how to do that with a napkin, so that you get a, you know, a kind of a vellum-y kind of paper made from your napkin. You might look in her videos. And this one, you know, looks better on this side. Most of the time they look better with the texture up because of the napkin. But the napkin I used on this one, you know, hid pretty well. Anyway, that's one reason I like to use the white of the napkin, because it kind of disappears. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I think it's a good thing. I wasn't making fun of her. I think it was wise for her to do that. But I feel pretty safe here. I probably shouldn't feel as safe as I do, because we're right on the highway. But anyway, so far we've been blessed with protection and safety. But we're cautious. We're not, you know, we don't act foolishly. Okay, I think, thank you, Tanya. I think I'm just going to put this on there, and I'm going to let that just be that page. just let it be what it is. And I'll put that one on second. Oh, see, I didn't put my lid in. I mean, my pin in. We binge different shows on Netflix, and right now the one that we watch is NCIS. We're trying to get, through the whole thing. We just finished season 13, I think. So that's the one we watch. We have watched a lot of different ones, but that's the one we're watching right now. Okay. Well, I'm glad you're getting your popcorn, Tanya. Okay, I like that. And I think I want to put this one over here, but I do want to do something with it. And not just the flower. I just don't know what. They're really easy. What I did was I picked them and I immediately put them in between two pieces of paper and crushed them inside a book, and I left them that way for about a week. And then they weren't completely dry when I got through, but then after they were really crushed pretty well, then I did my the freezer paper thing, but I did let them dry in between books for about a week first. But the Mod Podge, they don't have to be completely dry for the Mod Podge method to work, which is one reason I used it. Plus, I do that if I just let them dry completely and then glued them in, they would, fracture. And so I wanted them to not do that. So this worked out really well. Better than I thought it would, actually. Okay. I've got these two and these two and this one left. Mostly got yellow flowers while we were up there. These were kind of a purple. You can't tell what color they are right now, but they were kind of a purple. And then I got these pink ones like that. And I do have a purple one somewhere in here. This one was purple. And it just looks really dark right now. There's some more of the pink ones. These purple ones, we got those purple ones too. But I just got one little sprig of each kind. So, okay, Tanya, good night. Go rest your bones. We'll see you tomorrow. This is a cool magazine I got. I'm probably the only person here that hadn't heard of it before, but I had never heard of American Craft before. So I found it at the same thrift store with the Birds and Blooms. And they had another one, but I didn't like the art in it as well as I liked the art in this one. And I didn't know how much they were when I was going to get it. So I didn't know they were going to just charge me 10 cents. But I didn't want to go all the way to the back of the store to find it again. Oh, that's interesting. I bet she won't fit. No, we would lose a whole lot of the tree. But she is very interesting. See what it says about it. Kathy Ruttenberg. And it says a giant ceramic sculpture. Overgrown is the name of it. And it stands 9 feet tall. Oh my goodness, I had no idea. That's 9 feet tall. That's amazing. Hi, Miss Allie Kay. So good to see you. Hi, Andrea. Did I miss you when you came in, Andrea? I'm sorry. That is amazing. Ooh, they say you begin to look like your pets. Look at both of their faces. Okay, lady with dog, it says. Okay, I don't know if you can see what she's doing here, but it's gigantic macrame, I think. See if it says. It says, as she's made her sculptural fiber pieces, Uni Kim Lang has come to know herself and truly appreciate her individuality. So it doesn't say if it's macrame. It's either macrame or crochet or knitted or something. But it really is huge, and she's combing these fibers with her hands. So I don't know how many pieces she's got there that she's weaving in or crocheting in or knitting in or whatever she's doing. But it looks like there's maybe 20 or more thick pieces of whatever fiber she's using. That's pretty cool. Okay, let's see what else we can find in here. There's a wood carver. That looks like it's glass, but it may not be. I don't know. Here's a like embroidery. See if it says if it's. No, it doesn't say. But it looks like embroidery to me. That's a cool apron. That looks like it's either leather or felt. It looks like leather. But when I first saw it, I thought it was felt. Huh, listen to this. Maya Lin, the prodigy behind the Vietnam Veterans Memorial, has long been drawn to edges and borders. Her Storm King Wave Field at the Upstate New York Arts Center, and that's this right here, encompasses 7 grassy waves nearly 400 feet long and up to 15 feet high. The sculpture suggests the ocean, of course, but also a horizon that seems to undulate forever. These are paper scrolls that she's making into art. So that's really cool. Ooh, there's a big version of it. And these are like cone shaped that are sticking out of the wall. That's interesting. I wonder if the flowers will show up on top of that. I think I want to put this as a background in my book, but I want to show you what's on the other side of it first. There's some of her scrolls, and then these poke out. They almost look like crayons sticking out. It says most of the work includes text, but the lettering is often hidden beneath layers of paint and paper. This is called Transition 5, highlights the sculptural quality of Chaffee's spikes and rolls and the dramatic shadows that they cast. I don't know. Do we want that instead? Or do we want this one? This one goes better with this page. Ooh, I could use some of it and save some of it for something else. Okay, let's see what. Oh, that didn't work out very well. Okay. A close crop up of her face and hand would be nice to use. I'll have to go back and look for that. My mind just moved right on, and so I don't even know for sure what you're showing. But we got lots of pages in the book, so we can add it in or use it somewhere else. Oh, right here. That would be interesting. That would be very interesting. I don't know that I want it in my trip book, though. But it would be fun to use somewhere else. A lot of this would be. Okay. Bye-bye, Linda. Thanks for coming. Okay. Now then, let's see. Let me see. Okay, let's go back here a little bit. Need something to use for a vase for my flowers. That's what I'm looking for. That might be interesting. The colors would work well. Oh, that's okay, Deb. No biggie. It's not like all my pages have to do with the trip. I'm just using stuff that I got on my trip for all the pages. But I do think that but I don't want to look back at it later and wonder if there was some reason that woman was in here. Did I see her or what was it? When I'm don't have my correct mind. Pictures I can see, art I can see is just art, but a picture of Hannah's hand and face would be fun, but because she was, the reason we went on this trip. All right, sorry, I'm trying to lay this down so I can make sure it. Okay. It does have wonderful images. Almost makes me want to subscribe. American Craft. And this is December, January of 2017. I've never seen it, even at thrift stores or anywhere before. So I didn't even know it was a thing until I found this one. I wish I'd gone on back there and got the other one, but like I said, the images in the other one, they didn't appeal to me the way these did. I can't remember what their subject was for that one, but okay. Now then, I'm going to glue this down. But I want to put the flowers in it. So let's use my knife here. Okay. I'm going to glue this down first, and then we'll tuck our flowers in there and glue that down. I think I've seen a few of those. Was it Violet who was asking? Yeah, but I can't remember. I can't remember for sure if I'm thinking of the right show or not. Okay. Okay, I didn't cut that big enough. Then I put that on there like that. What do you think? It actually goes be better like this. It'll glue down better like this because the bumpy side then is up. Okay, let's let me cut this in a little bit. That looks good. Okay, thanks. All right, I'm going to put a little art glitter glue under here. And a little bit, oh, back here. That's the other place. I was going, where does that go? Okay, now then. Uh-oh, that piece came off. Okay. Thanks, Sherry. Okay, I like those pages. Yay. Oh. That was a lot of fun. Okay. Now then, I've got 3 more pages in this little part. I want to see if there's any more ephemera that I want to put in there before I just work on collages with the magazines and everything. Oh. I really thought I had some more. Okay, here we go. Here's a picture of Hannah taking a picture of this Dr. Pepper sign. There was like 10 layers of paint under there, and she was taking the close-up of the paint. I took some of those close-ups too. I don't know if I printed any of those off or not, but I did think it would be fun to put some of that in here. I don't think I did already. Okay, I guess not. I really wanted one of those pictures along with this. To go in here. And then these are some of the business cards we got while we were there. And this one is actually an Etsy store, but I think she sold some of her jewelry in the little store that we were in Cuchara. It's somewhere in Colorado.etsy.com. So I haven't been there to look at her stuff yet. I just got this because it was really pretty. And I thought I could cover this up with something if I wanted to. We did go in Unique World Goods. That was the one that had the antique store in the back where I got the really old magazines and the napkins. Was here. And the Grenville Station. Oh, this is the antique store that we went to in Clayton on the way home. Or it's outside of Clayton, but anyway. So both of these were places I visited. So I may make this into a pocket and tuck these inside the pocket. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. And I'll do a collage with this picture on this page. So I do want to cover that up with something. I do. Let's see. And this is some of the coffee dyed paper that I made out of the coffee and tea. This is the coffee and this is my chai tea that Hannah and I drank while we were sitting on the front porch. I used the leftovers. I'll put something on top of that, but I'm going to go ahead and glue that on because I do want to cover that up since it's not a place we bought anything from. It was just pretty. Okay, now where's that? Here. We did see a magpie. It was not this yellow-billed one. It was a black-billed one that I've already put a picture of on another page. But it'd be fun to put this little magpie on here. We went to Colorado. We stayed in a tiny little place called Stonewall. And then we drove to Cuchara and La Veta. Stonewall is between Trinidad and Cuchara. And we drove to Cuchara and to La Veta, and we drove to Monument Lake and to Bear Lake. And then on the way home, we stopped in Trinidad and we walked their shopping kind of street like we did in Cuchara and La Veta. So we had a lot of fun. We didn't do any fishing at the lakes. We just sat, and at one of the lakes we played with some watercolors, and the other one we just sat and visited and listened to the trees and watched the fish jump in the lake and watched somebody else's golden retriever fetch sticks from the lake. That was fun. Oh, let's put him right side up. There we go. Okay. I'm thinking I need to make some little gussets on the back of this or it's not gonna there's not gonna be room for those. I don't know if I have any cardstock or if everything I dyed was just regular paper. I guess it was. Okay. I'm not good at cutting straight, so. It was nice. It was nice. We had a nice time. Just some girl time. I hope I have enough to last through the winter. Deb, I bought one of these. So that should hopefully get me through till spring. Where's my other piece? Oh, there it is. Okay. Okay. And I'm just going to do across the bottom here. Probably would have been good if I had done some collaging on the page with some more of that paper or something besides just making a pocket and sticking these in there. I'm not drinking it, but I do use it and love it. I love it. Okay, now we could put that bird behind the picture and do kind of a collage back there. Speaking of art glitter glue, let's because this is just a bigger version of this same bird, so it would be appropriate to have them both on the page. Oh wow, my eyes are deciding to act up. I think after we do this page, I'm gonna have to call it a night. I had a couple other things I wanted to do tonight, but when your head hurts enough, your eyes aren't acting right, you need to go to bed. So hi Kathy, we're glad you're here. Yeah, I'm gonna go lay down when I get through with this page. I really didn't think my headache was getting any worse, but it suddenly decided to get worse. So but I want to finish this page first because I'm stubborn like that. Okay. Let's move these out of the way and decide what we're going to use there. Okay, Kathy, I'll do that. I will go try it. Here's some more of that coffee and tea paper, dyed paper that I used from the for when Hannah and I drank coffee and tea on the porch. Okay, let's just go ahead and do that. Okay, now then I need to decide if I want to add something else to it or if I want to let that be it. I'm thinking. Use that on another page. I've got that. I wonder if that'd be good to put with this picture. I don't know. not going to think about it tonight. Let's see. I don't know. I can't think. I think I'm going to ink, and then we're going to glue it down and be done. I was thinking I might have a excuse me, a piece of peppermint out here, but it's not really strong enough. The smell off of the candy is not really strong enough to actually do much good, I don't think. But I have some essential oil in the house, so. Oh, thank you, Cheryl. Hey, sweetie.
Oh, is that card?
That's the ones that I saw at the art museum.
Oh,
Do you remember that trip?
yeah, yeah.
So I just printed those off to show people kind of what we were going to be doing next month. What? Yeah, that one's creepy.
I like it.
Well, you may have it.
I just wanted to say since neither the sinks nor the dishwasher are empty and it's gotten late, I'm going to sweep tonight, and we'll see if I can get them up tomorrow.
Okay. Well,
Since I did on Fridays now and so direly needed, it should be on the regular schedule.
that's fine, honey. You're welcome.
Is that clay?
I don't know. You can read.
Like, it took part of it.
Well, sorry. Okay. There we go. Everybody says hi, Hannah.
Hi.
Yeah, it's cool.
I mean, you couldn't fit
Every
bookshelves
time a
on that
crafter
wall.
streams, Amazon bell rings. Do what?
You couldn't fit bookshelves on that wall.
Nope, that would not be a good wall for you.
My life just revolves around like one thing.
Where can I put more books? Okay.
Just isn't big enough.
Alrighty. I've got that page and this one to do, and then we've got a whole nother one, but we'll do that another day. This is working out pretty well though. The binding from this, it's an expandable file folder, and so I was able to put in, 2 signatures, one on each side of that thing. So that's working out pretty well. So I'm going to go see you tomorrow at 2:00 right here. And Tanya and I'll be working on using up our stuff. I'll show you what I'm working on in case you haven't seen it. Here's the beginning. Oh, all my stuff tried to fall out. I'm going to be putting all this stuff in this. This is what I've done so far for my project. So, anyway, we will see you. God bless you. Have a good night. Thank you, Norma. I appreciate it. Bye-bye. Love you all.